A beehive. Tens of thousands of tiny animals with a common goal. But what if we looked at just one? Scientists are learning that each bee in a hive is an individual with personality. Some are timid, and some are brave. Some learn their lessons, and some are a little silly. We've dramatized the life of a single bee, the beauty of her world, and its daily struggles. Discover the fear she conquers, and the drama that comes with being a bee.
They say winter is beautiful. I don't know if that's true. I've never seen it. For months, we've been hiding. In here. My name is Winifred. I was born in the autumn with a single purpose: to help take our colony safely through winter. The cold is cruel, deadly to a bee. But we have our ways. We don't hibernate. We're on the move all the time, taking turns in where it's warm, and then doing our duty at the cold edge. In the very center, where it's warmest, our queen, our mother. The winter days are getting longer, and we can sense spring is on the way. Now our queen brings new life to the hive. Only she can lay eggs. This little egg will become the first bee of the new year. From now on, this precious little larva is my responsibility. Before she hatched, my only job was to keep the hive from freezing. But now, my body has a new gift to give: royal jelly.
Royal jelly isn't honey. It's a substance rich in protein that bees secrete to feed their larvae. Scientists have discovered that bees have an unexpected talent. They can count. And there's a lot of counting in the hive.
After 8 days of feeding, it's time to close the cells. My little larva is well-fed, healthy, and ready for metamorphosis. That change takes another 12 days. And now, it's time. All my work has paid off. The first bee of the year is about to emerge. every bee must emerge on its own, without our help. It's the first test of their strength. She seems like a strong bee, my little sister, exactly the same size as me. But I have to check if she is healthy. You can use your antennae to touch me. You're just fine, a perfect bee. I will call you Yuma. Like any newborn, Yuma is hungry. She hasn't eaten since I sealed her cell. My sisters made honey for us before even I was born. Stocking the hive was their gift before they died. It tastes of flowers. Here, Yuma, taste your first honey. You haven't even seen a flower yet.
The tongue of a honeybee is hollow like an elephant's trunk. And like an elephant, a bee keeps its trunk tucked up against its body.
Yuma isn't the only hatchling. As the air warms, our colony is growing again. New mouths to feed. And the honey cells are draining fast. We're going to need more. For the first time since last autumn, I'll have to leave the hive. Winter's grip is still strong. We can't fly in the cold. It would be certain death. But just maybe, here in the sun. I don't have much time out here. I just need to find something, anything, in bloom. Willows. That's lucky. What a bounty. But not for me. This delicious pollen is for all my hatchling sisters. It will grow their muscles fast.
Pollen is one of the richest sources of protein in nature. Bees harvest pollen and pile it onto their hind legs for the journey back to the hive. Soon, every forager bee from the colony will join Winifred in the willows. They will harvest 3,000 flowers per bee by sunset.
Foraging is grown-up work. Yuma is still too young to leave the hive. She doesn't know a thing about the world outside. But her day will come. Today, Yuma turns 21. 21 days. For most summer bees, that's half a lifetime. And it's time bees spend busy in the hive. When Yuma was just a few hours old, she met the most important bee in the hive, our queen. Her scent is intoxicating, and we can't resist its pull. When we touch her, we pick up her smell. When we touch each other in the hive, we pass her scent on. That's how all of us constantly know our queen is alive and well. Just one day after Yuma was born, her work began. She became a nurse, tending eggs, feeding larvae. And just a few days after that, Yuma experienced another special moment: the birth of her own sister. We're all sisters, in a way. After all, we all share the same mother, our queen. But she mated with dozens of drones, so we have many different fathers. Full sisters with the same mother and father, that's only 1 in 10 of us, or even fewer. We never lose track of our full sisters, and we keep them close. It's time for Yuma to leave the hive for the first time. But you have no idea where to fly. Let me show you the way. Watch my dance. This is how you'll know where to find food. See where I point my body? I'm giving you your bearings. And it's quite a long way. That's why I'm still dancing. The longer I wiggle, the farther you have to go. And here, taste some of my nectar. Remember that taste, and you'll know you found the flower it came from. I'll fly ahead. You follow.
Okay, I'm on my way. Wait, what did Winifred's dance tell me? The sun. Keep it on my right. 30 degrees. Okay, now where is she?
When I arrive at our target, I'll spray my scent near the flowers.
I can smell Winifred's scent with my antennae. She must be close.
Look at that. You made it. You might think when we're outside the hive, we work alone, but that's not true. We cooperate in the hive, and we cooperate out here, too. Let's see if Yuma is a pollen bee or a nectar bee. We can gather both, and some of us do. But most of us have a favorite. What about Yuma?
Whatever this is, I like it.
Well, that settles it. Yuma is a nectar bee. Nectar is full of sugar, our fuel for flying. And we make nectar into honey. Something's in the air. The air pressure is dropping. An experienced bee knows it's time to head home, fast. But Yuma is still young. She might not understand the danger she's in. Yuma is in danger. Raindrops can be deadly. We breathe through our skin. If we get too wet, we drown. Wherever Yuma is, I hope she can still fly in this weather. Once the sun sets, it's over. Yuma won't know her way home. And she wouldn't be the first bee never to come back from her maiden flight. I know it's hard for Yuma to come back empty-handed, or rather, with empty legs. But at least she's alive. It takes time to become a good forager. And a few close shaves. We're like any animal. We need sleep. And today, Yuma has earned it. Our brains might be tiny, but they're not too small to hold dreams. Her antennae give it away. See? She's dreaming. Sunny weather. It's back to work. Yuma's first attempt wasn't in vain. She's proven she's one of the brave ones. And strong. For foragers like us, that's a good thing, because Yuma and her sister are joining me on a risky mission. We're going scouting for new food.
With their antennae, bees can smell flowers 3 kilometers away. But in the time it takes to fly that far, things can happen. Flowers can disappear.
Oh well, carry on. The little honey we ate in the hive will only take us so far. But it's a risk, and some bees are willing to take bigger risks than others. Yuma is so determined and strong. I was that way once, but now I'm old. And Yuma's sister, she's a timid one. Yuma will have to fly on alone.
These flowers look good, but strange. I can't reach the nectar. How can that be? Flowers of no use to a bee? What kind of bee is that? A bumblebee. Look at those tusks, just long enough for flowers like these. And those jaws, she can saw right through. I'll just nip in for the leftovers. Hardly a drop left. Can't bring the others here. Just enough to get me home. Empty legs again, and no new flower patches to report. At least I made it back. But where is Winifred?
Winter bees like Winifred are born in the autumn and live until spring. They can live 5 times as long as summer bees. That's because a lifetime is measured in wing beats. After 500 hours of flight, a bee's wings are tattered. That's the end. Winifred will never fly again.
Winifred, you did all you could. Taught me all I know. But there's no place for a dead bee in the hive. I'm on my own now, but I know what I am. I'm a scout. The bravest kind of bee. This isn't nectar, but it's sweet. Look at that. Seems to be coming out of the bums of these aphids. I'm sure we can turn this into honey, but will there be enough?
It isn't nectar the bees gather from aphids. It's called honeydew, but it makes honey all the same. The bees are provisioning for winter. This will be food for bees not yet born. Back in the hive, Yuma and her sisters regurgitate the honeydew into honey cells along with special stomach enzymes. But to keep fungus from spoiling the honey, they also have to dehydrate it. 18% water is perfect. And then a wax lid on every honey cell, sealed like a jar of jam.
It's been a terrific spring. Our colony of thousands is strong and still growing. It's getting crowded in here. But something new is happening. The workers have built some very strange cells. 4 of them. It's a queen. A new queen. But she's not alone. There's another queen, already hatched and on her feet.
It's a fight to the death. Whether she lives or dies, the life of every queen begins with violence.
Something's happening. The workers are gorging on honey. They're taking as much as they can stomach. And gathering at the entrance. There's our old queen. With a new queen hatched, There's no place in the hive for the old one. Each of us has a choice to make. Stay with the new queen in our hive, the only home we've ever known. Or remain loyal to our old queen and follow her into exile. I know whose side I'm on. I'm going. Half the hive is on the wing. We're swarming. 15,000 homeless bees, flying to an uncertain future. Just a branch, but we've got no other place to rest. We can't stay for long. We're vulnerable out here. If the weather turns, we're lost. We need a new nest, and we need it fast. One of us has to find the answer. It might as well be me. Old trees. Great. They might have what I'm looking for. This hole looks promising. Big enough for bees, but small enough to keep enemies out. Let's hope it's empty. Empty and dry. That's a good start. But is it big enough? I can pace it out. Our swarm is small, but in the right home, the new colony will grow again. I think this might be it. But there's one more thing. The direction of the entrance. It has to face the morning sun to warm us before our workday begins. Perfect. I just hope I can convince the rest. I've managed to convince my sisters that I've found a good new home. We're on our way. We're going to have to start from scratch. All the material we need to build this new home comes from our own bodies, like wax from our glands. At first, our bodies form the hive. Like scaffolding, we hold it all together. And then, comb by comb, we build. A home we can call our own. Ready for a new generation.
It hasn't rained in days. Spring feels like summer. A heat wave. A beehive must maintain a precise temperature of 35 degrees. If it overheats, the brood is in danger. The new eggs and larvae could perish.
Fanning cools the nest, but we can't keep this up forever. We need to find another way. I can smell flowers with my antennae, but flowers won't save us from the heat. My hearing doesn't stretch far, but my eyes can see reflections. And that means water. Just what my sisters need. Each of us can carry only a drop. But together, we can move a lot of water. Enough to make a difference. It's working.
An air conditioning system for the hive, cooling the nest as the water evaporates. It's enough to save the colony. The early days of every colony are a delicate time. Only 1 in 2 survives its first weeks. The colony has no supplies. With winter coming, these pioneers must quickly find food, lay down stores, and build their hive. To make it, they need to collect 2 kilos of nectar every day.
We're doing well. At this rate, we'll be ready for winter. But that's a big if. After all, life is full of surprises. A hornet. On the wing, we don't stand a chance against these killers. My sisters are getting hunted down at the entrance. If I don't get home, I'm lost too. It's now or never. Made it. As long as we stay here on our feet, we're safe. But if they charge the entrance and come for our young, we've got no choice. We have to fight. Hornet armor is thick. But not thick enough. That Hornet wasn't the last. But if we can close the entrance, we can protect the hive. Hornets might be stronger than we are, but when we fight as one, we prevail. Some problems are just too big to solve on your own, even for a brave scout like me. After so many journeys, my wings are torn. My muscles don't carry me as fast as they did weeks ago, when I was young. Just like the flowers we visit, bees fade away. But I had a long life.
7 weeks. Yuma pollinated 50,000 flowers, flew 8,000 kilometers. In a single summer, her colony made 300 kilograms of honey.
A tiny spoonful was from me. It was a good life, a bee's life.